February is not a month of hustle. And for those of you that know me, you know that every month I do these intuitive readings before the month starts, and they're always right on point. They're always very, very accurate, and it's helped me, and it's helped a lot of the people that follow me. Whether you're on Insight Timer, you're on Substack, YouTube, or even TikTok. Okay, and so let me tell you a little bit about the month of February. But before I do that, let me explain. In December, I took off a few weeks from social media. I was focusing on my family, the health of my daughter, who's been going through different things with her skin. And it's been a really, really intense journey, okay? And so I took off a few weeks, and during those weeks, I was able to receive just some intuitive insight on the next few months for year 2026. So this was the first time that I received months ahead. Normally, it's like the month, this 1 month ahead, but this time I received intuitive messages for January, February, March, and April. And I also have a little hint about May as well. So I was just so excited, you guys, to bring this up. And so I did mention this last year about February. I got February. February was really, really intense. I was so excited about February. I couldn't wait till January was over because I was so excited about what February actually meant and intuitively what I felt from that. But let me just explain a little bit about what I received from January. So January was about clarity. It was about removing those mental blocks. It was also really intense for the nervous system as well, removing those old stories, that old identity, and also bringing clarity to what you want to do moving forward. So that was what January was really about. Then I received what February, I have chills. Oh my God. I love this. Then I received what February was about, you guys. February is about remembering, not about hustle, okay, you guys? So just remember that this returning to yourself, that was January. Returning to who you are, underneath those roles that we claim, whether it's motherhood, whether it's being a wife, whether it's whatever it is, whatever role you've taken on. It was about going underneath that, returning to the self underneath the role. And then February was about now remember who you are, return to yourself. Notice that you aren't those roles, right? And now it's about remembering who you are. So this month was about the goddess awakened, guys. This is a truly intuitive energy, I feel like, in February. And it's so perfect because this is a time to return to yourself. Whether you identify as a goddess, okay, as a queen, as an empress, we embody all three of those. And I'm going to break those down in the Goddess Awakened seminar and also in the Goddess Awakened mentorship that's coming up in March, you guys. So I'm super excited. I don't know about y'all, but this is a time not of becoming someone new, but it's about remembering who you've always been, okay? And I'm going to break down just a little bit, you guys, for you about the Goddess Awakened and what it's all about. So, first of all, this energy of February is really having us to remember that feminine energy within. It's going to be, I don't know if some of you have been feeling like you need to move your body a little bit more, but just remember that this is not about pushing too hard. It's asking you just to simply remember who you are. This month is about quieting noise that's within and creating this foundation for where you're about to go. Intuitively, I just felt like February is that month where you're creating this foundation for yourself, but also it's like you're moving almost in the shadows or you're moving underneath the surface. You think about a tree, you think about wintertime, and things aren't just at a halt during the wintertime, you guys. Although, if you're living in that state where there's a bunch of snow and different stuff like that, know that things are moving underneath that surface. And I received that last year as well. So I'm just super excited because I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about what the Goddess Awakened actually means. So the Goddess Awakened, it doesn't mean becoming powerful. It means realizing that you already are. You already are. The Goddess Awakened is to listen to yourself. It means listening to yourself, trusting what you feel, honoring your inner knowing. Stop abandoning yourself. And in this moment, you stop asking, who should I be? And start asking, who am I really? Y'all, Number one, the seminar is going to be off the chain. The mentorship is going to be off the chain. And not only that, I have a workshop that's coming up on February 13th on Friday. And we're going to be doing how to love yourself again, right? Before you can pour into anybody else's cup, oh my gosh, don't you need to be pouring into your own? Learning how to love yourself before you extend that love to other people, learning how to love yourself first. And in that workshop, I'm going to be giving y'all a sneak peek to this goddess awakening movement that's going to activate those chakras, activate that inner chi, activate that kundalini energy, and we're going to be moving just a little bit in that workshop as well. And the full blown out movement that we're going to be doing, it's going to be in the mentorship, you guys, starting on March 1st. So I'm just excited because we're going to be activating that inner queen, that inner empress, and that inner goddess. And yes, you have all three, because that goddess, it represents that intuition, it represents emotion, it represents inner voice and self-awareness. So thinking about, how do I feel right now? What do I need? That queen energy is about self-trust. That queen sets her boundaries and standards and self-respect and decision making. That queen is asking, what will I allow? What will I no longer tolerate? And then here comes the empress. That empress is the one of creation, creativity, and receiving. That empress represents abundance, creativity, leadership, receiving support. And that empress is asking, what am I ready to create and receive? Without her, you stay in survival mode. And that also came up in the month of January. So if you haven't released survival mode right now, you definitely need to be in this mentorship and be following me for the whole month of February, you guys. Because guess what? It's time for you to move, but you're going to be moving the right way, the way that you feel. So why do we need all three? Why do we need the goddess, the empress, and the queen? The goddess feels, the queen decides, and the empress creates and receives, you guys. So I'm excited because February is the perfect time to start this. It sits in between a winter reflection and a spring rebirth. So spiritually, February is asking, what are you done carrying? What are you ready to become? And who are you returning to? Woo! I'm so excited, guys. Winter is not the time to be sitting still. Winter is not the time to just be like, okay, it's winter. I'm supposed to be in rest. I'm supposed to be in this. Yes. But also, do you understand that as the trees are resting underneath the surface, things are moving. Things are still going. I got this like energy of this snake just moving through underneath the surface. These roots just moving, sending energy to each other, reminding her, communicating like, guys, can you wait till spring comes? Guess what's going to happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not just being still in rest mode, right? Rest doesn't mean always just not moving, being stagnant, right? But it's moving in the right ways, planting your seeds, planting your foundation, regenerating yourself, not giving too much, right? But giving what it is that you feel and allowing yourself to move that way, right? So you guys, I'm just excited because this is about to be an awakening month like never before. You're going to want to follow me, guys, because we're going to be going over some queen energy, some goddess energy, some empress energy. We're going to start this off probably with either Lilith or Queen Esther. And if you don't know about Queen Esther, you don't have to be religious to know about her. But I'm going to break it all down for you guys. So I'm super excited. I want to invite you guys to follow me during this month of February as we go into this Goddess Awaken. If you've been feeling this call to awaken your feminine energy more, to move your body more, and you just, wanting to actually just release some things, wanting to activate some things within you, wanting to tell a new story, if you're tired of telling the old story, right? And you're ready to rise up within, it is going to be your time to start right now. Not tomorrow. Why not today? Why not you? Why not now? So I love you guys. Remember, go ahead and follow me on Substack, Eswa Unlimited, on Inside Timer, Eswa Unlimited. And if you follow me on YouTube, you know it's Eswa Unlimited TV. I love you guys so much. Let's awaken the goddess, the empress, and the queen within like never before. And let's do it starting today. Remember that you are magic. So today, be magical, spread love, and share your freaking story because you deserve to be heard. And someone is out there waiting for you. So if you guys want to learn anything more, go ahead and join my free community, you guys, right there on School. Peace.